I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby, so.
So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to San Antonio, Texas. We're going to stop by the Department of Health and Human Services office, where we find a band of misfit frauditors demanding to exercise their First Amendment freedom and record people in public spaces. This is all nonsense. I don't get any of this. And then they want to talk to the cops like they're children. Sit back, watch, and enjoy!
Sorry.
Yes, sir. You guys gotta come out the building. I'm good, thank you. What? I'm good, thank you. They don't want you.
No, we're not here for you. We're here to educate these public employees. We're here for the people, brother. We've been told that these people don't treat the people so well, so we're here to make sure that they do their job today.
I'm good, thank you. I'm telling you to leave, man. I'm good, thank you, though. I want to leave you on the get you out.
Alright, so here we have a pack of frauditor misfits, dregs of society, if you will. News Now Ninja is behind the particular camera we're going to be watching, and then there's James Madison. We have Good Citizen News, Rogue Nation, Erie County Audits, and I don't know if there's anybody else I might have missed. But yeah, you have at least 5 morons converging on people who are applying for government benefits, food stamps, welfare, general assistance, and they don't want to be filmed. Yeah, that's got to be bad enough to your dignity, lower your dignity. You have to go in here and ask for help, and then there's idiots with cameras in here. Shut your mouth.
You're not gonna touch me.
You touch me, I'm gonna defend myself. I can guarantee that.
Don't matter to me. I'm asking you to leave. You don't belong here.
You gotta put your hands on me. You gotta
Get out here.
defend myself. Put your hands on me. You gotta
Get out here.
defend myself. Put your hands on me. You gotta
Get out here.
defend myself.
Get out here.
Anybody else have anything they want to turn in?
There we go. Just observe and report, brother. Walk away. Observe and report. Your security.
What are you guys
Are you
doing
that
here, man?
sidetracked? We're doing our job.
Well,
Just let us do our
you don't
job. You
belong
do
in
your
here.
job.
That's your thing, man. You don't belong in here, dude.
Sir, your job is to observe and
You don't know what
report.
my job is, man.
Okay, well, don't tell me how to do my job. I won't tell you how to do yours, okay?
Getting out of here. I'll tell you
Shoo, shoo.
that.
Shoo, shoo. Kick rocks. Don't come at me aggressive. Think you're going to intimidate me, Mr. Smith. Punk-ass motherfucker.
Please make sure they're filled out.
The reason we're here is because they treat people like crap, so we're here to document that.
No, if it's not filled out, you're not going to be able to fill it out at the window. That's what's going to happen. So make sure that you.
And right there's the sign, clear as day. No photographs, video, or audio recording allowed. Why? To respect the privacy of other people. Like I said, it's got to be terrible to go to this office and apply and tell people, look, I'm poor, I can't feed my family, I can't pay my rent, this and that. Hey, if you need help, you need help, but you still don't want to go there. And then these idiots want to compound the people's problems by putting them on video. Man, they're the lowest of the low.
A few moments later.
No, they're not supposed to be recording kids.
Why does everybody go straight to that? Recording kids.
Yes, they are recording kids. There's
They have-
cameras on the ceiling.
Yeah, look at those creeps. They have all these cameras on the ceiling recording your kids.
What is y'all's job?
What you see?
Report and document how the state is running this office.
And y'all are hired by the state? Y'all are state employees? So y'all are freelancers?
Independent journalist.
Independent.
Okay, so for me, I refuse to be on camera or filmed or pictured or anything else. I can't speak for anybody else.
Yeah, and if I was commercial, then you would have the, you know?
From you guys.
Oh, but they can film you.
They have to, they're doing their job. I know they're from the state. Y'all are freelancers.
Okay, well, let me explain
Y'all
this.
are freelancers.
This is a public building.
Okay, so they're from the state.
Ma'am, let me explain something real quick, and let
Yes,
me
sir.
maybe help you,
Yes, sir.
chill out a little bit. This is a public building, so I can do public information requests for all these videos,
That's fine, but
and I can watch you.
I do apologize, ma'am, but you have to realize that you're talking to a certified moron. The lad doesn't know anything. He doesn't know up from down. All he knows is that he has rights granted by the Constitution. Yeah, you have rights, all right. You know, yeah, have you heard of the Miranda rights? Yeah, are you familiar with that? No doubt about it, sweetheart.
Dude, I'm saying there's no nefarious. We have no nefarious, no ill will, no ill intent. We're here to make sure the government's doing their job. That's it. It has nothing to do with the people.
Y'all were, exactly.
It's like, imagine like when you watch a movie.
Wanting to do things better, I understand.
When you watch a movie,
Do you think the state's going to pay us to watch it? Does the mafia
Of course
pay
not, but
themselves?
that's why I said, well, y'all are doing your jobs. Please do it well.
yeah, in a movie, like you don't remember all the extras in the background, right? You only remember the person that makes face, and so now you've become someone that people will remember. But if you never said nothing to people, would never remembered you.
I'm just saying.
You see what I'm saying? So don't bring attention to yourself if you don't want to be on the camera. Is all I'm saying.
I understand.
You
Thank
you should be happy with the freedom
I
that
am
we have
wanting
in
to
the
do
First
better,
Amendment.
definitely, yes.
I hope you don't think that we're here for anything bad, though. We're here for the people.
But everybody doesn't want the video on them.
Yeah, but these people treat people like crap, so we're here to make sure they do their job right. Like, controversial speech isn't meant to cover what everybody likes. It's meant to cover what's controversial.
Well, now, frauditors, it seems as though the people in the HHS office are not that happy. Because that was one lady, now you hear another lady in the background starting up. You know, this is really stupid. I just don't get this. You know, protecting our First Amendment freedoms. Really?
You're not even asking us if you're allowed to record our kids.
But everybody just
So
wants
first
to hear.
of all, what you guys need to do is you need to go outside and you need to ask each person if they can be recorded.
Did they ask permission, each person?
They don't
I'm
have
sorry,
to,
sir,
they're
but we're
government.
here
It's
for
a
a
government
purpose.
thing.
You know
You're
why?
not.
You know why? Because this is a
I don't want you
public
to record
place,
my
like the
child.
park. You know?
Yes,
I don't want you to record
I don't ask permission for rights. You know?
Well, then you need
That's
And
it.
I don't know what's the deal with the camera.
To record. What's the deal with any camera?
We're at peace right now. Look
Yeah.
at what you just created.
Exactly. You don't even know me and you were rude to me.
Just don't record my kids.
You just made yourself the
Just
story.
remember that. Just don't record my kids.
Okay, don't bring attention to yourself and your
Sir,
kids, okay?
you're bringing attention to your own self because you want to, sir.
Gosh.
I don't know what's the deal with
Karen,
you. Go ahead,
calm
sir.
down, Karen.
You know what? We're gonna call the cops on you
Call them.
because look at what you're just creating.
You are.
You're not even asking us if you can guys record our children.
How's it going?
How can we help you?
We're just here to get a little public information, what y'all have to offer, what kind of services are provided in this building.
Okay.
Look, moron, you know exactly what services are offered there. People who are living in poverty come there to get welfare, food stamps, Medicaid, not to be confused with Medicare, and other services. Yeah, what is wrong with frauditors? They have no brain at all, do they?
I see that there's obviously some patrons that you have here that are uneducated on our First Amendment right to gather content for a story and disseminate to the public. I would hope that you could de-escalate these people, let them know that we have the right to...
You have the right, but
Yeah.
we have to basically protect our
So
privacy.
wait, you said we have the right. First thing you said. Okay, so please let them know that.
Outside, you have the right.
Let them know that we have the
Okay,
right.
so unfortunately, we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
Okay, you can ask me all day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, cool. All right, so we're
No,
asking.
sir, what they need to do is you need to respect us.
I am respecting everybody by standing for our rights.
First of all, you should have your recording right.
Frauditor, we all know that's a crock. We're going to have to skip through a little bit of this until the police arrive because it's about a 30-minute video. And I'm not going to make anybody watch 30 minutes of this nonsense, so bear with me for a moment.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Yeah, well, I understand that, and then you can understand where they're at too, okay?
Oh, yeah, I mean, a lot of times they just have never dealt with the situation.
I know, but I made a mistake saying this is private property, but you know, this is a public building. The thing is, because if they ask and they don't want you on property, you know, because they are in charge of the building here, they have the right to criminal trespass you guys.
If we break in the law, and I'll tell you.
But the thing is, you being inside is making the employees feel uncomfortable.
They're making me uncomfortable.
That's their feelings. That's not law.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not law enforcement. You're law enforcement. You enforce the law. Doesn't matter what their feelings are.
But
they have to call the uncomfortable police.
Do they do COVID testing here?
No. I understand that. I understand, but if they tell you to leave, then you don't leave. Then
So you're gonna arrest us for trespassing?
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Frauditors always make me laugh when they start talking about the feelings police versus the law enforcement police. What are you talking about, man? Shut your mouth. You're a bunch of crybaby snowflakes. What they don't seem to realize is that whoever is in charge of the building always reserves the right to refuse service to anyone for any reason. And once you're asked to leave, you have to leave, and if you don't, you'll be trespassed. Doesn't matter if you've committed a crime. All that is nonsense, and this is what Rogue Nation is trying to talk about now. You don't have to commit a crime. They can just ask you to leave.
In the United States, we're all taxpayers, right? And with public property, there's what's known as a liberty interest in public property, okay? The reason that is because we all pay money for this property. And so when conducting a First Amendment activity on public property, unless we are breaking some other kind of law, then they have no right to.
But the thing is,
it's discrimination at that point.
They don't want you on property.
It's because of discrimination.
Like I said, I know you're not trying to get their information or anything like that.
Can you imagine
but they just don't feel comfortable.
So you're telling me?
Listen, the government never feels comfortable when exposing corruption.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what would happen
I
if
just
we
walked in this, but imagine if black people were, made you feel uncomfortable and they didn't want them on the property. Remember that back in the 60s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so making people feel uncomfortable is not allowed. That's discrimination.
Yeah.
So now we have James Madison trying to mix apples and oranges together, talking about discrimination back in the 1960s. My man, you are not on the same planet as the rest of us. That was an entirely different thing altogether based upon color. Yes, black people were not allowed in certain places, and I remember growing up in the South where it said white and colored. That's right. Drinking fountains, waiting rooms, restrooms, everything you can imagine was segregated. That is discrimination, not this nonsense that you are referring to.
Eventually.
Move on to the next. Some educations are harder learned than others, so I appreciate y'all enjoying this video. Mr. Smith, I'm gonna find out who you are. File a complaint to your supervisor. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
No problem, man.
So what did they say? Just so you guys
I
know
told
the
them, well, he said he's gonna trespass me. Then the dude in charge of the property said, no, y'all can take pictures. So now the dude in charge of the property started backpedaling, saying, no, well, y'all can take pictures as long as you don't publish people's private information. I said, yeah, we're not here for that. Then the officer's like, we're gonna trespass you, we're gonna remove you from this building, we're gonna arrest you. And I was like, the guy just said we could take pictures. What's going on with the miscommunication? I was like, sir, so you know that I can take pictures. I'm gonna do my last lap undisturbed, and then I'll be out of here. And he was like, no problem. So I did my last little victory lap, and I'm out of there.
Okay.
The officer...
Officer still doesn't get it.
He still doesn't get it, but it seems the public employee did what was right. In the end, he almost made a mistake.
Okay. Yeah. Boss, did you get a supervisor on the way?
Did you want to speak to him?
Yeah, if I could. I want to make sure that the law is correctly understood here today.
Rogue Nation's a YouTube law expert. He just wants to make sure the officer understands the law. Yeah, that's mighty generous of you there, Rogue Nation, to educate and all those other words you use, I don't know. Anyway, these idiots just get right under my skin, walking in and invading people's privacy for what? All in the name of freedom?
Yeah, we want to know your name too.
And what was your name, brother? Gilbert? Hi. Sorry for the crazy shit, man, but we gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to the dentist. It's not always comfortable, but it's worth it. Yep. Gilbert.
Well, there you have it, folks. Even though the cops were called and the cops explained to these idiots that the people in charge have a right to ask them to leave and trespass them, they stay anyway and do what they want. Because that's just the type of idiots these pack of misfits are. I don't get it. I really don't. But if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.